What's up, guys? Welcome to Motobeto 82. Today I'm just gonna be taking a cruise, practice my wheelies a little bit.
I also want to do a video kind of going over the mechanics of clutch ups and what needs to happen in order to get that front wheel off the ground. I'm by all means not a wheelie expert or anything like that, but I've started from ground zero and I've noticed the ground I've been able to make. So, for any of y'all that are starting out with wheelies, learning the clutch up is definitely, in my opinion, the foundation of wheelie. So you kind of have to get the clutch up, under your belt before you can move on. Of course, there's other skills that you need to learn to do a wheelie, but like I said, this is going to be step number one. So first things first, guys, make sure that you're wearing all your protective gear: gloves, jacket, pants, boots, helmet, because it's inedible. You're gonna eat shit. I've already looped my bike twice, and it hurts. So yeah, wear all your gear. That way you can avoid getting banged up. Well, you're gonna get banged up, but it's just not gonna be as bad. And also make sure that you're doing it on a road that there's little to no traffic. Make sure that the road is kind of good. You don't want potholes and uneven surfaces all over the place. Alright, so clutch up. What is a clutch up? Basically, it's just a way that you can do a wheelie. You engage your clutch, you rev your bike with the throttle, and then you pop the clutch. You just let go of it, not slowly, or you just let go. And if you gave your bike enough revs, the front wheel will come up off the ground. So that's just essentially what a clutch up is. So just a pointer here. If it all goes off feel, so you kind of have to get the feel for it. That's why I'm kind of just doing what I'm doing right here, where I'm just popping the clutch, getting the front tire up, and then just getting a feel for the throttle. So I'm just practicing. Also, another tip here: you always want to keep your foot over your rear brake, because that's what's going to stop you from looping your bike. Both times I looped my bike, I gave it too much throttle when I was popping the clutch, and the bike went past balance, and so it just scared me. So I ended up moving my foot off the brake, because it is a little scary. It jerks, and I ended up missing the rear brake because my foot was off of it, and I couldn't recover in time, and I looped my bike. So always keep your rear foot over your right foot over your rear brake, because that's, like I said, that's what's going to keep your bike from looping. So when you're practicing this, once you're able to get the bike, your front wheel off the ground, you need to also practice hitting the brake and get the feel for that. Getting the feeling of, as soon as you tap it, you're gonna feel the bike going down. Also, warning: you got to be gentle on the rear brake, because if you just slam it, what's gonna happen is your front tire is gonna just go really hard into the ground, and it's gonna loop you over your handlebars. So you don't want to do that either. Having your foot over the rear brake is important, but it's also important not to overdo it. So that's why, going back to what I said just a little while ago, it all goes off of feel. Okay, so you start slow, start doing what I'm doing right here, where you just pop the clutch, give it throttle, and get the tire off the ground. Just repetitions. Keep doing this over and over. So technically, you can do a clutch up in any gear. You know, it's just gonna be up to the bike that you're on. You know, on some sports bikes, you know, there's guys that do clutch ups in, you know, fifth, I think maybe even sixth gear. You definitely don't want to do a clutch up in first gear unless you just have amazing throttle control. You know, of course, there's guys that do it, but you know, they're just awesome at it. But for a beginner, I wouldn't really recommend you to do a clutch up in first gear. Definitely don't want to do it in third gear either, because when you're in third gear, you know, you're going to be going kind of fast. I'm not saying that it's impossible to do it in third gear, but you know, for a beginner, definitely don't try it in third gear. I would recommend you to do it in second gear. So what you want to do is you want to get the bike in second gear. As far as the speed and the revs is going to be different for each bike that you're on. You know, for example, I'm on my WR250R right here, so it's a 250. You kind of just have to find that rev range where the torque is going to be almost at a peak. So yeah, second gear, you want to be going, you know, for the bike that I'm on, anywhere from 15 to 20 miles an hour is a good place to be when you're hitting the clutch. And once again, you know, it's going to be different for every bike, so you kind of just have to find that sweet spot. Also, listen to your motor. The motor kind of gives it away as well, as far as when you're at. All right, so first thing you want to do is, you know, get to between 15 20 miles an hour. You want to engage the clutch, and almost instantaneously you want to hit the throttle. So it's kind of a sequence of motion. So clutch, throttle, clutch, throttle. You kind of want to get used to the feel for that. Let me see if I can slow it down for you guys here. Alright, so as you can see here on my left hand, I'm engaged in the clutch, hitting the throttle, letting go of the clutch. Front wheel comes up. And then hit the back brake, wheel comes back down. Alright, so here again, engage the clutch with the left hand, hit the throttle, let go of the clutch, wheel comes up, hit the rear brake, wheel comes down. Alright, so one more time here. Engage the clutch, hit the throttle, let go of the clutch, front wheel comes up, you hit the throttle some more to keep the wheel up, and then you hit the rear brake, wheel comes down. So that's really all there is to it, guys. You just have to be repetitive with that, and as you start getting the feel for it, as you start getting better with it, then, you know, obviously when you do the clutch up, instead of letting go of the throttle like I do, you kind of like that, you know, you kind of just keep hitting it until you keep that front wheel up. There's a balance point where literally you can just hold the throttle and your bike will stay up. It's a scary place to get to unless you get comfortable doing it. But once you feel it, there's no denying it. Once you feel it, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. It's basically the bike feels weightless, and long as you don't go overboard on the throttle, it's gonna stay in that position. But that's later on. For now, just kind of just focus on what I'm doing. Just hitting the throttle. Hitting the clutch. Go with the throttle. Let go of the clutch, and just bring it back down. Just get used to doing that. Just keep doing repetition after repetition. Your confidence is gonna grow, and you're gonna start getting the feel for it. You're gonna start getting the feel for the motion. You're gonna start getting a feel for the revs of the engine, and it's just gonna all come together. I know at first it's scary, because I know it was for me. I watched video after video after video, and it just doesn't compare to actually going out there and doing it. So that's why getting the reps in, there's really no way around it. You kind of have to do it. Like anything else, the more you practice it, the easier it gets. So once again, quick summary. Make sure you put on all your gear. Do this on a road that has zero traffic. What you're going to do is you're going to engage the clutch. You're going to hit the throttle. You're going to pop the clutch, and that's going to bring the front wheel up. Your lifesaver is going to be your rear brake. So always keep your foot over the rear brake, and then throttle control is going to be your best friend. The better you are with your throttle hand, the easier this is going to be. And then, obviously there's more steps to maintaining the wheelie, but I'll make another video for that later on. This is just clutch ups for beginners, and just getting the idea of what needs to happen in order to get that front wheel up. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel at the moment, so I'm going to start posting a lot more videos than I have been. But once again, thanks for watching, and take it easy, guys. Peace.